It's okay. Take your time.
Well,
It's okay. Hold your horses. We'll be right there. Having technical difficulties.
good morning, everybody. Hey, good morning, everybody. If you could move that over a little bit so we can see both of us. I'm gonna move this over. You know what's funny is, when you're having, actually, if you step this way, there we go. Good morning. Hey.
We match.
We do match, and we have the red light behind us. It's fire day. What's funny is, when you're having a really good conversation, and what's really even cooler is that it's 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm here with my partner, and we were having such a great conversation that time just escaped us. And we're like, I looked at the clock, and I'm like, oh my God, we're late. We need to get going. And what we were talking about was exactly what my post was about this morning, if you caught that, is that we are the creators of our own lives. And it is so true. And I know people that are my age were conditioned to live life a certain way. Okay, you had to go to college, you had to get a house and get married and have kids and all this other stuff, or go down this certain path and
work 40 years of the dead end job
at a job that you didn't like. That just we were conditioned to think that way. So to think that, and when we just took life and whatever it handed you. And you've heard the sayings before. Oh, well, this is just the way it is. This must be what was handed to me from this I don't know why, but I'm the black sheep of the family. And, this is what has been given me. And it's so not true. We are the creators of our own lives. We're the ones who make things happen in our life. And it starts with
positive or negative.
Right. And it starts with thoughts. Whatever is in your head for thought. So if you're going along in your life and you have negative thoughts and you have, well, I'm not smart enough, I'm not pretty enough, I don't have a college education, nobody in my family has ever been rich, I can't, I don't know how to make money, I can't do it. It's only people that have money, it was given to them. And it's all a bunch of BS that we have in our heads. If you're living your life in gratefulness and positivity, like I am smart, I can do anything I want. I have my whole life in front of me. I can do, I am smart enough, and whatever it is. If you live in your life with positivity, then that's what you're going to get. So whatever is in your mind, whatever is in your thoughts is what's going to come to you. So it includes what you see on Facebook, what you're reading in the news or looking at in the news, all of that stuff that you're taking in. And pay attention to what you're doing. If you're looking on Facebook or watching the nightly news, let's say, see how you feel when you're watching it. If you're feeling anxious and agitated and all that stuff because you're watching the news, then shut it off. That stuff you don't need to have come into you. You don't need to have that come into you. That's what's going to come to you if that's what's in your thoughts.
I got rid of my television in 2002.
Yeah, I have my tambourine here. We don't have any music, but we
make a ring.
Right.
All right, you guys get ready?
Because we are going to make warriors out of us, ourselves, out of you. And you have to do that by taking action. And we're taking action this morning, and we're going to get going with our workouts. Who do you have on there?
Sean, he's off to the gym.
Fantastic.
Bring your kettlebell. Most of the time in the gyms, not most of the time, but a lot of the time, kettlebells in the gym, they get locked up because people hurt themselves with them. You have to know what you're doing with these things. You have to get a little bit of instruction. Spend some time, learn about them, then use them. It's not like traditional Western style weightlifting. It's a very different animal. All right. Let's get warmed up, guys. All right.
Looks like we have fire behind us today.
Yeah.
Red lights.
A little crooked over there, but that's okay. All right, start with some jumps. Get your body moving. Oh.
And this gets the flow of energy going through your body for your day. Oh, this is different. Getting our brains going too this morning.
All right.
Thought you were going to karate chop me there. I'm not standing behind him. So with this one, again, just want to let your arms loose. It's like shaking water off your hands from your pinky backwards. And come down a little bit with your knees. It just feels really good. And you can go with force, you can go with a little bit of force. It doesn't really matter, whatever is comfortable for you. These are heart openers that we do every morning. And while we're doing these and we're opening up our hearts, let's be grateful for everything that we have in our lives. I'm grateful to be here today, this morning, waking up, starting another beautiful day together, creating my life, taking action today, and creating the life that I want to live with freedom, creativity, love, abundance, happiness, all that good stuff. We're going to move our necks around. Start with the right side. And I was telling my friend, Dottie, and I know I've told you guys this a million times, is need to move our bodies, even if you're just doing this to start out with, even if you're just stretching.
Get in the habit of getting up and watching us, enjoying with just the warm-up. Good way to get started. Give you time to watch all the basic videos. Look left and right.
I mean, you have to move your body. Your body is the foundation of your entire life. This is your house, your castle, your whatever you want to call it.
Your shoulder.
And you need to take care of it. You've been given one. That's the way I look at it, is we were given the body that we have like a gift. It's like if somebody, the universe, God, or whoever, your creator, gave you this gift to take care of. You have a responsibility to take care of the gift that you've been given, which is your body, your mind, and your soul. It is a gift. And if you tune it right, you will create happiness, joy, abundance, love. You'll be able to help other people.
Way.
Which is really what I love to do. That feels really, really good. Hips are a big deal. Even at my age, like when I get out of the car, if I've been like riding in the car for a while, my hips are stiff and
feet together.
So, and it might seem funny or, I don't know, when you're younger, you're like, why do I have to move around like that? I'm telling you right now, you do these simple warm-ups or these simple exercises every day, then you're not going to have problems when you get older. But if you're not...
No problems with your body.
Right. And the other problem...
Some of those other things we can't really help you with.
Right. Well, we can.
Not by this.
We can, because this also helps with your mindset.
It's true. It's true. Okay, one last thing. Feet wide. Fold at the hips. Keep your legs straight. Bring your hands down. Try to touch the floor. Pulling on the calves and the hamstrings and the glutes.
For those of you, some people will have to bend their legs. That's okay. Some people won't reach to the ground. That's okay too. Just do what you can. You never want to feel pain I saw this thing yesterday on Instagram, and this girl was doing weightlifting with her legs, and somebody else was like, punching here, and they go, no pain, no gain. And I said, that's not true.
No pain, no brain.
You can't have, you shouldn't be feeling pain. You'll feel, what do you call it? It's not pain. Pressure. You'll feel pressure, but if you're feeling pain, you should never feel pain.
If you're feeling pain, you're injured or you're about to injure yourself.
Right.
One of those two. All right, grab your kettlebell, put it in position.
Let me see who I have on my side.
Let's see, David Farless.
My brother Peter. Hi, good morning. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so happy that you're here. We haven't met him yet.
I have not.
This is David.
One of the people I haven't met.
My brother Peter. He actually lives just down the street from my mom.
Oh,
so
cool.
Next time we go up, we'll stop him. His wife. Remember how we stopped in the driveway and I spoke to Michelle for a little bit? He's great. He's my little brother.
All right.
A wonderful person.
Let's do it, folks.
I need to take my ring off. Hold on. Got it.
Okay, kettlebell between your feet. Fold at the hips.
Fold at the hips.
Sit back with your glutes, your butt. Seat your shoulders. Drive into your heels. Pick the kettlebell up and back down. Don't touch the floor. 2.
Raise your glutes as you come up through your heels. You want to grip with your feet. That's one thing I'm not used to doing either. I've noticed that a lot of times when I used to work out that I'm either on the front or back of my feet and I'm not really utilizing my feet securely to the ground.
Be a little closer. Bring it to one side. Boy, we do kettlebell barefoot. Hand to the shoulder. Now use your hips. Swing it. Up and catch. Here we go. 2. Now bringing it all the way up. 1. 2. Keep it moving. 4. 5. Change hands. Put this one to your shoulder, swing it up. If you're using your arm, don't. Use your hips.
I mean, you use your arm a little bit, but you're going to be using the momentum of your hips to get the ball up.
Now, bringing it all the way overhead. 1. 2. 3.
The other thing is, for those, I have a 23-pound kettlebell, but for those of you who are just starting out, you can even do this with no kettlebell in your hand.
26 and a half.
Oh, jeez. Now all of a sudden it got heavier.
Indeed.
But if you're starting out new, like my friend Dottie, and I'm giving a shout out to my friend Dottie, so proud of you, Dottie. You can actually do these moves here that we're doing with a kettlebell without a kettlebell.
That's right.
And it's just to get used to the moves. And you're still moving your body. And then you can add a small kettlebell after that.
Okay, bring the kettlebell up, holding it in the center. We're going to do a little bit more warm up. We're going to go around the body. Grip with your toes.
Yep. And your core should be fired and your shoulders seated. And literally, it doesn't look like it, but I am using
other way
my whole body in order to do this. That's what the cool part about it is. It's working my shoulders, getting the synovial fluid going, lubricating my shoulders. working the little inner muscles of my body.
All right, so let's bring the kettlebell a bit up higher. Let's do some swings. Go for 20 swings. Here we go.
And we're using our hips. My core is fired, and I'm using my hips and my glutes to push the kettlebell up. Shoulders are seated.
Put it down.
20 seems like
Seems like nothing nowadays, doesn't it? Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to do a little bit of our windmill series. We're going to do low windmills to start. So put the kettlebell next to one foot.
On the inside?
On the inside of your feet. I have it next to my right foot. And I'm going to turn my feet 45 degrees to the right.
I'm going to see who's
towards the kettlebell.
Joining us. Diane. I'm in such a good mood this morning. I'm a morning person, so I'm always in a good mood in the morning.
Now, just like you chopped here to fold into your hips to do the swing, you're going to do this and fold to the side, not bending my back, like not bending the back at all, keeping the core fired and the back straight. From the pelvis to the top of the head, a straight line folding into the hip. The back leg is straight, the front knee is bent, palm facing forward. Put this hand on your hip, down until you reach the kettlebell handle. Now, keeping your back straight, push your hips forward across, and that's going to help you pick the kettlebell up. The arms stay straight. Hip back. 2, focus on the back leg, keeping it straight.
You're probably wondering what this has to do with anything. And really what it's doing is it's teaching your body to move in the correct manner. You're lifting something or picking something up. Instead of using your back, you're using the bigger muscles of your body, and makes a difference.
Yeah, set it down.
And you're also not using a lot of your arm muscles doing this. It's this part of your body.
Move it over toward the other leg. So I had the kettlebell next to my left foot. Turn both feet 45 degrees to the left. Fold at the line. What is it called again? What line is it? The inguinal line.
The linguini line. No, the inguinal. The inguinal line.
Paul Davenport, you said you can remember the inguinal line because it's next to the inguini. So, the hip. Back leg is straight, front leg is bent. Front hand, palm forward on the inside of the thigh. Keep your core fired and straight as you go down low enough to grip the bell. Now push your hip across to stand. Push your hip back. Back leg is straight. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Set it down.
Okay, so the funny part is I'm trying to concentrate, and Bugaboo is on the couch snoring here. She's making
Lazy dog.
all these snoring noises.
Okay, let's try the same thing without the kettlebell this time. Only we're going to put the hand overhead. So I'm going to point my feet back to the right, hand on the inside of the thigh, down until I can rest my elbow on my knee. Take the other hand and go straight up. Now, look at my back. Stop and look at my back. A lot of people end up here. Watch. This is my spine curved. You have to put down until your spine is straight. Your spine from your hip to your head should be a line right now parallel to the earth. The other hand, reach all the way straight up. And stand. Bring the hand overhead.
Can you check and see if I'm doing this straight?
Mm-hmm. Keep this straight up. Yeah. And what's going to happen is that all the muscles in the shoulder have to change as you rise. Right? So focus on these muscles. Right. What's going to happen is it's going to want to do something like this.
Yeah.
But you can't. You have to keep it. You have to keep this arm plumb. If you have the weight in that arm and you start to do this, it's going to start falling. Same thing as if it's here or forward or even back. So that's why you must keep your eyes on the kettlebell. Stare at your fist as you do this exercise and make sure it's straight up and down. Good. Turn the feet the other way and try it. We're going to do this again. Hello, Tina, Eddie, Anthony, David. Very nice. So your feet are a little close. There you go. And now push the hip towards me, towards me, towards me. Yeah. Okay. Ready to try with a kettlebell? Use a light kettlebell.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do the baby kettlebell.
You do not need a heavy kettlebell. You just need a little bit of weight. And you know, I'm going to actually, you know what? I'm not even going to use a kettlebell. What I'm going to use is one of my shoes. In fact, why don't you try this too? Put your kettlebell aside and grab a shoe. Because this is about proper form. If I make a fist and balance my shoe on it, turn my feet 45 degrees, put my hand on the inside of the thigh, press that foot overhead. Press your hand overhead, shoe in. Now
Well,
we
have been doing yoga. We might be able to do that.
Look at the kettlebell, or in this case, my shoe. Here's the exercise. We're going to do 3 of them. Here we go.
I can't keep my shoe up there.
1, 2. The only way to keep the shoe balanced is to have your arm straight up and down. This is why we use the shoe, because the consequences of doing it wrong with the shoe is that shoe might fall and hit you in the head, which is not that big of a deal. Not in comparison to a kettlebell hitting you in the head. Other hand, this is my difficult side. Press it overhead, turn the feet away, hand on the inside of the thigh. Kick the hip back. And rise. 1. See?
We all have a good easier side and a more difficult side, depending on if you're right or left-handed.
Some people find this more challenging to do than with the kettlebell.
That's
Because
why
with the kettlebell, you can cheat. With this, if you're off even by a little bit, it'll come down.
You know what? I have a really bony hand, so my bones stick up, and it's hard to balance a shoe on it.
Yep.
That's a good excuse, right? Always do. Let's see who else we have here. I don't have my regular glasses on here. Samantha, we have Samantha and Gary. Gary Hicks? Okay, Gary Hicks. Hi, Gary. Good to see you. He is a pilot.
Ah.
And I used to work with him. I was a flight attendant for a couple of years with Business Express and then American Eagle. And Gary lives in Maine, but he is a pilot and he flies all over the world now. And really cool, fun person.
They probably won't let you on a plane with a kettlebell, though. Just saying.
I had so much fun with doing that job. I only did it for a couple of years, but I met so many really cool people, and what an interesting job that was.
Okay, guys, let's take the kettlebell now. We're going to do the 5 exercises: swing, high pull, rack and press, snatch, squat. 5 on each side. So grab the bell of your choice. Start with it in one hand. Here we go. Swing, high pull, rack and press, snatch, squat, change hands, high pull, rack and press, snatch, squat. That's 1. Change hands. High pull, rack and press, snatch, squat, change hands. High pull, rack and press, snatch, squat. That's 2. Change hands. High pull, rack and press, snatch, squat. Change hands. High pull, rack and press, snatch, squat. That's 3. Change hands. High pull, rack and press, snatch, squat. Change hands. High pull, snatch, squat. Okay, last one. Left side.
Whew. Whew. Okay, I just did that with my 26 and a half pounder.
Very nice.
That was not easy, and my hands are sweaty.
Last thing we're going to do, though, 50 swings.
Okay, I'm going to get my bigger kettlebell.
This is the next size up. Oh, the really big one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okie doke. That's a 44-pound kettlebell, folks. 22 kilograms. Here we go. 50 swings. 1, 10, 20, 30. 40. 10 more. Set it down.
Holy moly. Woo.
Nicely done, Miss Kendra.
Wow. So how you do anything is how you do everything. That is whew, let me get my breath together here. You know how I want to be on top. You know, that is a motto that our mentor has taught us from day one. How you do anything is how you do everything. And if you were not playing full out in your life, whatever it is, and it doesn't have to be anything grand, it could be just living your best life, then you're not doing justice to yourself and your family and the family that comes after you, because there will be family that comes after you. You're this is bugaboo, by the way. But anyway, sending you love, joy, peace, and happiness to all of you here. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Grab your kettlebell. If you don't have one, purchase one, and we can help you with the sizing. You can message David Hills or myself with any questions that you have. But we're here to help you. We're here.
Oh, one more thing.
Help you get started.
Shortly, we're going to be doing a weekly Zoom call. Maybe on Saturday, maybe on Sunday. Haven't decided yet. For an hour, where we can look at your form on your technique. You can ask questions, and we'll get your form dialed in, and then other people that are on the call, they can be participating and watching, and make sure that that they're doing it right. For a while, it's going to be a completely free thing, and those of you guys who get started in it early, it'll remain free. Eventually, this will be it'll be an investment in yourself to get your shit together.
Sort of like joining a club. And what's cool about this is if you're doing this by yourself, it's hard to see whether or not you're using good form. You can videotape yourself, look at yourself in a mirror, but it's really nice having somebody that has a keen eye, like David. He's trained RKC, Russian Kettlebell certified. So he's trained to see what the right form is, and he can help you and make sure that you're using the right form.
Because if you do correct form with kettlebell, you'll get stronger every time you do it. Incorrect form, you'll just create repetitive motion.
Show your muscles. And it's just an amazing workout. You'll feel great. This is all we're doing right now. I'm doing a tiny bit of yoga, but really not a whole lot. But this is what we're doing for strength building, for
these things for people our age, people in their 50s, these things are like the fountain of friggin' youth, man. It will change everything about you. It'll increase your metabolism, it'll lower your body fat, it'll increase your muscle tone right away. You will double your strength. And I don't even care if you're actually somebody who lifts weights and trains all the time. If you're not doing it properly, you're not living up to your full potential. This will teach you not just how to do kettlebell properly, but any other kind of lifting properly. Because it's not about the kettlebell, it's about the human body and the proper kinesiology of the human body. That's what kettlebell study is about.
Yeah. So stay tuned. We'll let you know more about it. We were talking about it. That's what our deep conversation was this morning. That's
our 5:30 morning conversation about.
Sorry about that. But sending you love, joy, peace, and happiness to all of you. Thank you so much for supporting us and joining us. And I hope you're taking part. And this is a good foundation for your life. Sending healing energies, peace and healing energies to those in the world who are suffering today, in the hopes that they may enjoy some peace in their lives, and setting our intentions for a beautiful day, productive, spending time with the people that we love, working hard, moving forward in our lives to whatever goals that we have chosen for ourselves and our families. Thank you so much
See you
for
tomorrow,
joining
guys.
us. See you tomorrow morning. 6 a.m.